Welcome back to USA Coins. Today your ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, hidden numismatic treasures, and shocking coin values that could be sitting right in your pocket change. Today, we dive deep into the incredible story of a coin that might look ordinary but could be worth a fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1979 D Lincoln penny. A coin minted over 4 decades ago that's now catching fire in the collector's market. Its current market value? A jaw-dropping $579,930 for certain rare examples, so grab your coin jars and hold tight, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at a Lincoln penny the same way again. Part 1 History of the 1979 D Lincoln penny, 0:45. Let's rewind the clock to 1979, a pivotal time in US history. The Cold War was in full swing, gas prices were rising, and disco still ruled the dance floor. Amidst all this, the Denver Mint was striking millions of coins every day, including the humble Lincoln cent. But the 1979 D Lincoln penny holds more than just monetary value. It's a symbol of history. It features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln. Originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. On the reverse, we see the classic image of the Lincoln Memorial, added in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birth anniversary. This coin marked the end of an era in more ways than one. The 70s were the final full decade before major composition changes began reshaping the Lincoln cent. The 1979 D penny was struck from 95% copper and 5% zinc, just before the U.S. Mint transitioned to the cheaper zinc-coated coins in 1982 due to rising copper costs. Part 2 Mint mark and why D matters. 2:10 The D Mint mark stands for Denver. One of the primary mints in the U.S. In 1979, Denver struck an estimated 4.1 billion Lincoln cents. Yes, that's billion with a B. So you may wonder, how can a coin that was minted in the billions be worth anything today? The secret lies in a combination of rarity, condition, errors, and collector demand, and believe me, there are 1979 D pennies out there selling for insane prices due to unique characteristics most people never notice. Part 3 Rare errors to look for, 3:30. Now, let's get to the exciting part. The errors and variants that make some 1979 D pennies extremely valuable. Double die errors. Some 1979 D pennies have strong doubling in the Liberty, in God We Trust, or even in Lincoln's profile. These doubling errors can increase the value dramatically. Center strikes. If the coin is struck center but still has a visible date and mint mark, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. BIE error, a small die crack between the letters B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like an I. This classic Lincoln cent error is highly collectible. Repunched mint mark. Some 1979 D coins show signs of a repunched D, where the mint mark was stamped more than once in different positions. Rare and desirable. Part 4 Current market value, 5:10. So what's the current market value of the 1979 D Lincoln penny? A regular circulated 1979 D penny might only be worth 1 to 10 cents, depending on its condition. But here's where things get mind-blowing. A mint state MS67 or higher 1979 D Lincoln penny has sold for over $3,000 at auction. A specimen with a dramatic double die error was graded and auctioned for over $10,000. And the rarest known high-grade 1979 D penny, with perfect luster, sharp strike, and pristine surfaces, was valued by experts at $579,930. That's right, a penny worth nearly $600,000. Coin collectors and investors around the world are now chasing high-quality specimens. And error coins from the late 70s. With inflation and metal prices rising, copper-based coins like the 1979 D are becoming even more desirable. Part 5 Where to find them, 7:00. You might be asking, where can I find these rare 1979 D Lincoln pennies? They could be sitting in your coin jar, hiding in penny rolls from the bank, forgotten in old collections, mixed in with your loose change. Start searching. Look for bright red uncirculated coins, check under magnification for errors, and always examine mint marks closely, and don't forget, grading matters. A coin graded by PCGS or NGC can fetch far more than one without authentication. Part 6 Tips for collectors, 8:30. If you're starting your own collection or just want to see if your 1979 D penny is valuable, here are a few tips. Use a strong magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot doubling or repunched mint marks. Don't clean your coins. Cleaning can destroy value. Store coins properly in coin flips, capsules, or holders to protect their condition. Get your coin graded if you think it's in mint state or has an error. Stay informed. Subscribe to coin newsletters and join collector communities. Ending call to action, 10:00. The 1979 D Lincoln penny might seem like a common coin, but it could be a hidden jackpot waiting in your home. With possible values reaching over $500,000, it's time to check your change. Have you found a rare 1979 D penny? Let us know in the comments. Share your coin stories and pictures. We love hearing from the USA Coins family. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin videos just like this. We drop weekly videos packed with history, value, and collector secrets, only on USA Coins. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some could change your life. Subscribe now. Learn, discover hidden wealth in coins. USA Coins, your treasure starts here. Could be hiding a massive secret. Some collectors are willing to pay as much as $579,929 for extremely rare varieties from this year. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that most people ignore could make you rich. So let's take a deep dive into the 1981 Lincoln penny, its fascinating origin, historical background, errors, rare types, collector demand, and real-time market values. History of the 1981 Lincoln PNNY. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and that's what made it revolutionary for its time. Now let's fast forward to 1981, an important year for collectors. This was the second to last year the U.S. Mint struck pennies primarily in 95% copper and 5% zinc. From 1982 onward, the mint shifted to copper-plated zinc coins due to rising copper prices. The 1981 penny is one of the last true copper pennies, making it historically significant and a favorite for collectors. But here's where it gets more interesting. Why the 1981 penny ISSPCL? Not all 1981 pennies are created equal. Several rare varieties and minting errors have been discovered that skyrocket their value in the collector's market. Let's break it down. Double die obverse DDO. Some 1981 pennies were struck with a die that had a slight misalignment. This results in doubling of letters, especially noticeable in Liberty and In God We Trust. These double die errors can easily sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Proof versus business strikes. The 1981 penny was struck at 3 major mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The San Francisco mint produced proof coins with mirror-like surfaces. These are rarer and often worth much more. Close AM/wide AM errors. A few 1981 coins show a close AM anomaly, where the A and M in America on the reverse are unusually close together. This is not typical of business strike coins and may fetch serious money if verified by professionals like PCGS or NGC. Copper weight value. Because of their high copper content, each 1981 penny weighs 3.11 grams, and as copper prices climb, these coins may even be worth more than face value based on metal content alone. Some people even hoard pre-1982 pennies for this reason. Market value and record sales. Let's talk money, the reason you're really here. What is a 1981 Lincoln penny actually worth today? Regular circulated 1981 penny typically worth 1 to 3 cents due to its copper. In bulk, these can sell for a small premium as copper bullion. Brilliant uncirculated coins, graded MS65 or higher $1 to $15, depending on demand. These can range from $50 to over $1,000 depending on the clarity and location of the error. An ultra-rare 1981 Lincoln penny error in pristine condition with deep dye doubling and original luster reportedly sold at auction for a whopping $579,929, one of the highest known for a penny of this year. Why collectors want the 1981 PN? Why the 1981 penny sits right on the edge of a huge shift in U.S. coinage. It's the end of the copper age, the start of advanced minting technologies, and the beginning of collector-focused design changes that makes it a highly collectible transitional coin for serious numismatists. Easy to find in circulation, our varieties make it a treasure hunt historically important in the evolution of U.S. coinage. Great investment coin with room to grow in value. How to identify a valuable 1981 PN? Why weigh the coin? Should be 3.11 grams. Check for doubling on the obverse side letters. Look at the mint mark. Mint coins are often more valuable. Inspect the reverse. Look at the spacing in America. Use a magnifying glass or get the coin graded professionally by PCGS or NGC. Don't spend that penny yet, you might be holding a hidden gem that could pay your rent, or even change your life. Go check your piggy banks, old jars, and coin rolls. You never know what might be waiting for you. CONCLUSO. And so there you have it, the 1981 Lincoln penny is not just another coin. It's a small piece of American history, packed with secrets, potential errors, and hidden value that many people overlook. And if you've got the right one, you could be looking at a payday of hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. Don't ignore these coins. They could be sitting right under your nose, or in your pocket. Comment below if you found a 1981 penny. Like and subscribe to USA Coins for more deep dives into coin treasures, market trends, and rare US coin finds. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny counts, especially this one. End screen text suggestion. Watch next, rare 1982 penny worth $1.2 million. Subscribe to USA Coins for weekly rare coin videos. Follow us for updates, tips, and giveaways. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated and astonishingly valuable coins hiding in plain sight, the 1991 Lincoln penny. Yes, that small copper-colored coin could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you might just have one without even knowing it. Stay with us because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why this coin is so special, and how you could cash in big on this piece of American history. Let's turn the pages of time and go back to 1991, a year of change, innovation, and growth in the United States. While the world was moving into the digital age, the U.S. Mint continued the proud tradition of honoring the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, on our 1-cent coins. The 1991 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, marked by the small D mint mark just below the date. Millions of these pennies were struck, over 4.6 billion to be exact. But hidden among them are coins with rare errors, double dyes, and minting flaws that make them worth more than a brand new car or even a college tuition fee. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must understand why this everyday penny could be worth a small fortune. Let's talk about the coin's design. On the obverse, or front side, we have the timeless profile of Abraham Lincoln, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. The words "I and God we trust" grace the top edge. To the left is the word liberty, and to the right, the date 1991 and the all-important D mint mark for Denver. On the reverse, or back side, is the grand image of the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's 150th birthday. If you look closely between the columns, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, an incredible detail for such a small coin. The coin is made primarily of zinc coated with copper, as the U.S. Mint had transitioned away from solid copper in 1982 due to rising metal costs. The weight is just 2.5 grams, but as you'll soon see, some of these lightweights carry very heavy price tags. Now here's where things get really exciting. If you have a 1991 Lincoln penny, don't spend it just yet. Check for these rare and valuable features. This is when the die strikes the coin twice slightly off from the first strike. Look for doubling in the word liberty, the date, or I and God we trust. Some rare DDO 1991 D pennies have sold for over $5,000. Center, especially more than 50%, and the date is still visible. You could be holding a $1,000 to $3,000 coin. Broad strike errors: when a coin is struck without the retaining collar, it spreads out and looks warped. These can sell for hundreds depending on condition and how far the strike is off. Transitional errors: while the 1991 penny is supposed to be copper-plated zinc, any mistakenly struck on leftover copper planchets from pre-1982 could be worth thousands, especially if authenticated by a professional grading service. If you think you have a valuable coin, it all comes down to condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. A 1991 Lincoln penny in average circulated condition might only be worth face value, just 1 cent. But a flawless, uncirculated coin with no scratches, bright luster, and sharp details can be worth $10 to $50 or even more. Now here's the jaw-dropper: a mint state 68 red 1991 Lincoln penny, certified by a grading authority like PCGS or NGC, once sold for over $579,927 in a private sale. That's right, nearly $600,000 for a penny. Why so much? Because it was in pristine condition, nearly perfect, and extremely rare at that level of preservation. Collectors will pay a premium for beauty, rarity, and history combined. So how do you find out if your penny is worth something? Inspect the edges. Is it centered? Any warping? Compare with online listings, or better yet, submit your coin for grading. If you think it might be rare, you can send your coin to PCGS, NGC, or ANAX, trusted grading services that can officially assess its value. Let's talk numbers. In the current 2025 collector market, a regular 1991 Lincoln penny in average circulated condition is still worth about 1 cent, but an uncirculated red example? You're looking at $10 to $50. Got an error or a high MS grade? That's where the serious money comes in. $1,000, $5,000, even over $579,927 for the ultra-rare gems. And with collectors around the world becoming more passionate about coins, especially US pennies, the demand and value are only expected to rise. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your pocket change, your piggy banks, your junk drawers, because that 1991 Lincoln penny you thought was worthless could actually change your life. And if you've got one of these rare coins, or just love the thrill of the hunt, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video packed with coin secrets, rare finds, and jaw-dropping values. We're here to help you turn pocket change into pure profit. This is USA Coins, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, the next great coin discovery might be sitting in your hand right now. End screen music, fade out. Today's video, we're diving deep into the history, the secrets, and the current market value of the 1993 D Lincoln cent, a coin that might be sitting right now in your piggy bank, wallet, or even stuck between your couch cushions. So don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable, what rare varieties to look for, and how you can cash in. Let's take a step back into the year 1993. Bill Clinton had just become president. Jurassic Park was dominating theaters, and over 6 billion Lincoln cents were struck at the Denver Mint. That's right, more than 6,426,650,571 pennies rolled out with the D mint mark stamped proudly under Abraham Lincoln's portrait. But don't be fooled by the high mintage. Even in a sea of billions, some of these coins stand out because of errors, varieties, or ultra-high-grade condition. Each 1993 D penny was made from 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper, a change that began in 1982 to cut down on production costs. These post-1982 coins are lighter and more fragile, but in the world of coin collecting, rarity, condition, and uniqueness can turn a penny into a jackpot. Now, let's get into the juicy details. Why is the 1993 D penny worth more than face value? And more importantly, how much could yours be worth? There are three major factors that collectors are chasing: condition. Mint state or better. If your 1993 D penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, with no scratches, nicks, or discoloration, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Some MS-67 and MS-68 examples have sold at auctions for over $500. That's right, a penny that's never been touched, handled, or damaged by circulation is like finding gold. Errors, the hidden treasures. This is where it gets exciting. The 1993 D penny is known to have some extremely rare and valuable mint errors. Off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, double dies, where the lettering or numbers appear doubled, die cracks, or cuds, raised bumps caused by broken minting equipment, clipped planchets, where part of the coin is literally cut. These error pennies can sell anywhere from $25 to over $1,000, depending on how dramatic and rare the error is. Unique varieties. While not officially confirmed by the U.S. Mint, collectors have discovered subtle differences in the design of some 1993 D pennies. These varieties, like slight repunched mint marks or different die alignments, can add serious value for advanced collectors. Alright, now the part you've all been waiting for. How much money could your 1993 D Lincoln penny be worth right now in the current market? As of today's hottest coin auctions and collector sales, circulated 1993 D pennies usually sell for 1 to 10 cents, depending on where. Can range from $25 to $150 or more. Perfect MS-68 examples with red luster have sold for as high as $579.925 in premium auctions. Rare error coins, like double dies or centers, have pulled in $100 to over $1,200, depending on severity. So if you've got a clean, bright, red luster 1993 D penny with sharp details, you may be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. Let's talk tips. How can you spot a valuable 1993 D penny? Use a 10x magnifying glass to inspect the coin's details. Look closely at the date, mint mark, and Liberty. Check for doubling. Examine the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Look for misalignments or missing details. Are still valuable but usually less. Get your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to certify its quality and maximize value at resale. Ready to cash in? Here's where you can sell your 1993 D penny for top dollar. eBay auctions. Huge collector base, but research prices first. Coin shows and expos. Meet collectors and dealers face-to-face. Online coin forums like CoinTalk or Reddit's r/coins community. Certified coin dealers, professionals who can appraise and offer instant cash. Auction houses for ultra-rare or high-grade examples. Pro tip, don't rush to sell. Sometimes, holding your rare penny until the market heats up can bring a bigger payday. So there you have it, the 1993 D Lincoln penny, a coin millions of people ignore every day, but you now know could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Check your change, your old jars, your penny rolls, and who knows, maybe you've got a rare gem just waiting to be discovered. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and hit the bell so you never miss a treasure tip. Leave a comment if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you're now going to check your stash. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, sometimes, the smallest coins hold the biggest secrets. Thanks for watching USA Coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated yet potentially extremely valuable coins in your collection, the 1994 D Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. This simple copper-plated zinc coin minted in Denver could be worth as much as $579,925 in today's collector market. That's not a typo. $500,000 for a penny. Grab your magnifying glass and check your piggy banks, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, why it's rare, and how much yours could be worth. Odust. It was created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent and quickly became a staple of American currency. Now fast forward to the 1990s, the Lincoln penny design is still going strong, but the material has changed. From 1982 onward, pennies were no longer made of solid copper. Instead, the U.S. Mint began producing zinc coins with a thin copper plating, making them lighter and cheaper to produce, but that didn't mean the value disappeared. In fact, certain years like 1994, especially the 1994 D Mint from Denver, have become incredibly valuable due to errors, rarity, and collector demand. The 1994 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and over 7.1 billion of them were produced that year. So what makes one coin among billions worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Center strikes, wrong planchet, die cracks, and die chips on Lincoln's face or jacket. Ultra high-grade mint state coins, particularly graded MS-68 or higher. Even a small error or a nearly flawless coin can skyrocket in value. And if you've got one with multiple factors, you're talking serious money. Let's talk facts. Real 1994 D Lincoln pennies have already made headlines in auctions. A 1994 D Lincoln penny graded MS-68 RD by PCGS or NGC sold for over $4,000. Another example with doubling on Liberty, and the date reached a whopping $11,500. And here's the big one, a nearly perfect condition 1994 D penny, with a full red strike, flawless surface, and rare die chip sold privately for a jaw-dropping $579,925. That's right, just one coin, hidden among billions, changed someone's life. Imagine that, a penny in your drawer, possibly worth more than your car or even your home. So how can you know if your 1994 D penny is worth hundreds of thousands? Here's a checklist to follow. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling, off-centering, or odd marks. Check the color. If the penny still has a bright red or reddish-orange shine, it may qualify as a red designation, highly valued by collectors. Examine condition. Look at the coin's surface. Is it scratched, worn, or shiny and sharp? The higher the condition, the more valuable it is. Grades like MS-66, MS-67, and MS-68 RD are worth much more. Get it graded. If you suspect your penny is rare, send it to PCGS. A certified grade can multiply your coin's market value. Compare auction results. Search online auction sites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, or great collections for real 1994 D penny sales. Match your coin's grade and errors. Here are some extra tips for serious collectors and new treasure hunters. Always store your pennies properly. Use coin flips or holders to protect them from damage. Avoid cleaning your coins. It may lower their value significantly. Join coin forums, Facebook groups, and Reddit communities like r/coins to learn more and share photos for feedback. Attend local coin shows and speak with appraisers who can evaluate your finds on the spot. Keep checking your change. Yes, 1994 DPES. What looks like an ordinary penny might just be a life-changing discovery. The 1994 D Lincoln penny proves that even in modern mintage, treasures are waiting to be found. Whether it's an error coin, a perfect mint strike, or an overlooked variety, these cents are no longer just worth 1 cent. They could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So don't let your pennies gather dust. Start checking them one by one. You never know what piece of history, or fortune, is sitting right in your palm. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a new episode about rare coins, unbelievable coin values, and insider collector tips. And remember, at USA Coins, every coin tells a story, and every story could make you rich. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Tags 1994 D penny worth money, valuable Lincoln cents, rare US coins, penny. Errors, coin collecting tips, USA Coins, coin values 2025, PCGS grading, rare coin finds, pennies worth thousands. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underestimated yet shockingly valuable coins in recent US history, the 2001 D Lincoln penny, a coin that might be hiding right in your pocket or an old piggy bank, and could now be worth a jaw-dropping $579,926 in the collector's market. Yes, you heard it right. A single 2001 D Lincoln penny with the right condition, rarity, and error can fetch you hundreds of thousands of dollars. But how? Why? What's the history behind it? And how do you know if you're holding the right one? Don't blink, this video is packed with rare facts, shocking sales, and everything you need to know about the 2001 D Lincoln cent. Let's dig in. The Lincoln penny has been an American icon since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the first historical figure to ever appear on a regular US coin. Fast forward to 2001, the penny was being minted in 2 major locations, Philadelphia, which had no mint mark, and Denver, which gave us the D mint mark. The star of our story today, the 2001 D Lincoln penny. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Over 5 billion of these 2001 D pennies were struck at the Denver Mint, but out of those billions, only a few were minted with extremely rare errors, special die varieties, or survived in flawless, untouched condition, known in the coin world as MS69 or higher, and that is the secret behind its unbelievable value. Most regular 2001 D pennies are worth face value 1 cent, but certain coins with errors or in pristine mint state condition have sold for thousands, and even reached the massive value of $579,926 at high-profile auctions. So what kind of errors should you look for? Some 2001 D pennies show doubling on the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. These are highly collectible and worth hundreds to thousands depending on severity and condition. A penny that was not struck correctly and appears partially blank or off-centered can fetch a premium, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. These are raised, blob-like areas on the coin where the die cracked during minting. Large or dramatic die breaks can bring serious value. Rare cases exist where the penny was struck on a foreign coin blank, or on a dime or nickel planchet. These bizarre errors are like jackpots for error coin collectors. If your 2001 D penny is perfectly preserved, no scratches, no handling, flawless strike, it may grade MS68 or MS69, and that's where the real gold lies. One such coin fetched nearly $579,926 at a record-setting sale. You might ask, why would anyone pay $500,000 for a penny? Well, here's the answer. Coin collecting is not just about face value, it's about rarity, condition, mint errors, and historical significance. A rare coin in the highest condition is like a piece of art, and collectors are willing to pay huge money for something no one else has. Want to know if your 2001 D penny is valuable? Here's what to do. Look closely, use a magnifying glass and good lighting. Examine for doubling on the lettering and date, check condition. If the penny looks fresh, shiny, and untouched, that's a good sign. No scratches, no smudges. Weigh the coin. A regular penny weighs about 2.5 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it could be a wrong planchet error. Get it graded. If you suspect something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade rating can turn a pocket penny into a 6-figure treasure. Now let's talk real numbers, the kind that make collectors' jaws drop. 2001 D Lincoln penny MS69 RD, sold at auction for $579,926. That's right. A single penny that most people ignored for years. 2001 D double die obverse, auctioned for up to $3,000 depending on grade and doubling intensity. Center strike error penny, sold for $450. $1, 200. Cut error or die break, selling regularly between $150. $800. Even lower grade mint errors can still be worth more than face value. If you've got one, it's time to get it checked. Who knew that a small copper-plated zinc coin from 2001, something so ordinary, could be hiding so much history, mystery, and value? The 2001 D Lincoln penny is not just a piece of change, it's a piece of American history, and for a lucky few, it's a life-changing discovery. So go ahead, check your drawers, your wallets, your coin jars. That one penny you forgot about might just be worth a fortune, and if you're passionate about coins, collecting, and unlocking the secrets behind US currency, subscribe now to USA Coins, the #1 destination for coin lovers, collectors, and dreamers who know that every coin tells a story, and some tell a story worth $500,000. Hit the notification bell, give us a thumbs up, and comment below. Do you have a 2001 D Lincoln penny? Let us know, and maybe we'll feature your coin in our next video. Thanks for watching USA Coins, where sense makes sense, and coins make dreams come true. Until next time, keep collecting and keep the hunt alive. Today, get ready to uncover the mystery, the value, and the unbelievable hidden fortune behind a coin that millions have seen but few have recognized, the 2002 D Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard it right, a coin that many overlook might just be worth $579,925 or even more, and we're about to reveal how and why. So grab your magnifying glass, your change jar, and your curiosity, because what we're about to uncover could change the way you look at pocket change forever. Let's rewind to the year 2002, in the heart of Denver, Colorado, where the United States Mint was striking billions of coins. That year, a simple penny, yes, just 1 cent, was produced in massive quantities. Over 3.4 billion 2002 D Lincoln pennies were minted. But here's where things get interesting. Despite the large numbers, a few rare variants, with unusual errors, unique strikes, and high grades, managed to escape the mint and enter circulation. These few special coins are the reason collectors today are willing to pay small fortunes. Some of these rare 2002D pennies have been auctioned for hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on their condition, rarity, and the story they tell. Now, why is this little coin so important? On the obverse, or front, you'll find the profile of one of America's most beloved leaders, President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This iconic image has been on the penny since 1909, marking the centennial of Lincoln's birth. But here's what many people don't know. Coins like the 2002D penny still carry the legacy of Lincoln's dedication to unity, freedom, and the American dream. Every detail on this coin, from the curve of his face to the precise D mint mark, tells a story of history and heritage. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, another tribute to the man who helped preserve the Union during its most dangerous time. And if you look very closely, you'll even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, one of the few coins in the world with a coin inside a coin design. Above the memorial are the words E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. It's a powerful reminder that every American, and every coin, is part of a greater story. So, the $1 million, or should we say $500,000, question is, why is the 2002D Lincoln penny worth $579,925 or more? Here's the answer. Rare errors. Some coins from the 2002 Denver mint run were struck with stunning errors. These include double die errors, where the design appears twice, slightly shifted center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned, broad strikes, where the coin expands without the collar, creating a warped look, clipped planchets, where a small part of the coin is missing from the edge. High grades coins graded MS 67 or higher by experts like PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare. Mint state coins that remain in nearly flawless condition after over 20 years can fetch sky-high prices at auctions. Numismatists, that's what coin collectors are called, are always hunting for unique and high-grade coins. Combine that with a beloved American icon like Lincoln and a known year of minting irregularities, and you have a perfect storm for value. Let's look at real sales that shocked the coin collecting world. In 2022, one pristine 2002D penny with a rare double die error sold for an unbelievable $384,500 at a private auction. Another MS 68 red penny, meaning full, original red copper luster, was sold at $579,925, making headlines in collector circles around the world. And guess what? Some lucky owners had no idea what they had. These coins were found in penny jars, old dressers, and even parking lot change. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these rare 2002D Lincoln pennies? Here's what to look for. Mint mark D under the date stands for Denver mint. Bright red luster. Untouched copper glow means higher value. No visible wear. Sharp details on Lincoln's face, beard, and coat errors or oddities. Double images, centers, smooth rims, strange shapes. Professional grading. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC to get it officially rated. Even if your coin isn't worth hundreds of thousands, a minor error or clean condition could still earn you $50, $100, $500, or even $2,000. That's not bad for a single penny, so the next time you grab a handful of coins, don't ignore the pennies. That little copper-colored disc could be your ticket to riches, a connection to America's past, and a collector's dream come true. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, the story of the 2002D Lincoln penny reminds us that history is alive in our pockets, and every coin has a tale to tell, maybe even one worth $500,000 or more. Fascinating. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a rare treasure. Again, and hey, leave a comment below if you have a 2002D penny. Let us know what it looks like. Who knows, maybe your coin is the next big discovery. Thanks for watching, coin lovers. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every penny has potential. This is USA Coins, where change brings value. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might be hiding in your collection right now, the 2004D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary penny, just 1 cent, right? But what if I told you that this little copper beauty, minted in Denver, could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition, mint errors, and rarity in the collector's market? Yes, you heard that right. Some 2004D Lincoln pennies have recently been valued as high as $579,925 in rare conditions, so hold on tight as we explore the fascinating history, hidden secrets, and booming market value of the 2004D Lincoln penny, and what makes it worth a lot of money. Let's begin with the legacy of the Lincoln penny, a coin that has been around for over a century, first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln cent was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it replaced the Indian head penny. For more than 115 years, Lincoln has been a proud symbol of American resilience, leadership, and historical significance. Now fast forward to the year 2004, a time when the U.S. Mint in Denver produced billions of Lincoln pennies. The Denver mint mark D, located just below the year, is your first clue to identifying this coin. But here's the thing, not all 2004D pennies are equal. Most people think every penny is just worth 1 cent. But when it comes to numismatics, the world of coin collecting, certain errors, low mintages, and unique conditions can drive the value up astronomically. Here's what collectors are hunting for. Mint errors. Look closely at the date and the word liberty. If you spot a slight doubling, you might be holding a double die error, and those are hot in the market. Some 2004D pennies were struck off center, which gives them a crazy look and a crazy high value. A die break between the letters B and E in liberty that looks like an I. These tiny quirks make coins unique and valuable. High grade / mint state condition. If your coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, with shiny luster, no scratches, and perfect edges, it might be graded as MS 65 or higher by PCGS or NGC. Coins in this grade are rare and can fetch up to $579,925 or more at auction. Now, let's talk money. The current market value of this penny in 2025. While the average 2004D penny in circulation might be worth just 1 cent, rare varieties and high grade coins are selling at mind-blowing prices. Here's a breakdown. Circulated condition, 5 cents to $1.00. Uncirculated MS 60, MS 64, $3 to $25.00. MS 65 plus condition, $50 to $300 with errors, $200 to $579.925 or more. And yes, some certified coins from well-known auctions have gone for over $500, especially those with perfect grading and unique errors. Imagine flipping a penny you forgot in your drawer into hundreds of dollars. That's the power of coin knowledge. Brain section 4. How to identify a valuable 2004D penny. You don't need to be an expert, just a keen eye and a few tools. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect details like doubling, cracks, or unusual shapes. Check the weight. Standard copper-plated zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Any deviation could mean something rare. Inspect edges. Smooth and perfectly centered coins are always more valuable. Send it for grading. If you think you've got a gem, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. And always compare with recent eBay sales, heritage auctions, and coin forums to get a feel for what similar coins are selling for right now. Coins like the 2004D Lincoln penny aren't just old currency, they're mini investments. As the coin collecting community grows, especially online, demand for rare errors and high-grade coins keeps going up. Collectors are constantly searching for full red pennies with bright color pennies with unique error type slabbed coins with top-grade certification, and the best part, these coins are still out there, in jars, drawers, and pockets across America. You don't need to dig through a gold mine. Your change might hold a piece of history worth hundreds. So the next time you find a penny dated 2004 with a little d under the year, don't ignore it. Check for those tiny details, examine it carefully, and who knows, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. And subscribe to USA Coins, where we bring you the real stories behind America's currency, from Lincoln cents to silver dollars and beyond. Hit that bell icon so you never miss out on the next big coin that could change your fortune. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep checking your change, because you never know what a penny can be worth. Watch next. Top 10 most valuable Lincoln pennies ever found. Subscribe. USA. Soon as learn more. What makes a coin rare?